have a problem sitting still. I'm going to walk around, okay? And so if I don't speak loud enough, I raise my hand and say, David, talk loud enough. So I'm a representative, or I'm a mentor at SCORE, and the acronym SCORE has been changed, but I would just say it's a senior core of real experience. Now, that doesn't mean I know your business, okay? It means that I maybe did some of the things you're going to do, because when Yvette brought up the idea about buying the building, I would want to ask her, what business are you in, the real estate business or the art business? So I'm going to tell you two fast stories that give you an idea of what SCORE really does. So first story is, I'm on a SCORE Biz team with two other SCORE mentors. This is a company, two like 45-year-old husband and wife. The parent of the husband died. He was in the tube bending business. So you can imagine bending aluminum tubing. So what do you do with aluminum tubing? Well, he had some contracts, industrial contracts. And the two young people had one SCORE mentor helping them, and ultimately he went into the golf ball retrieving business. So if you lose your ball in the water, you got a retriever, you got an extension on your aluminum thing, and they made a golf ball retrieving business out of this. And the one mentor said, I don't have enough help here, I need somebody else because I don't know a thing about manufacturing. So he got a fellow named John Keegan, who was an engineer, to come on the board, and I went on the board too because I was sort of a sales guy. The engineering guy said to them, how do you handle your scrap? And they looked at him like, what do you mean? We just sort of throw it away. Throw it away? Oh, so we put a whole process in for handling the scrap. And then it turns out that they've been negotiating with the U.S. Navy for a product that the U.S. Navy buys, and they got a major contract which sort of covers their overhead now on a monthly basis. They will release every month how many of these aluminum rods they send to the Navy, and it's been going on for the last couple of years, and it's going on into the future. And so the other business he went into based on some conversations, but they did all the work. We just say, okay, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? They have all the answers. The question is, and I talked to a person for the Y this morning about hustle. So every person in this room who thinks they're in business and doesn't want to hustle, the fact you're here means you can hustle, okay? And you need to learn how to like talk to your customers and figure out what they're doing, get inside of their heads and sort of like understand what your customers are thinking about. So they got inside of their customers' heads. Now, their other product, so if you go to a football game, let's say at Notre Dame, you want to have your flag of your school up, so they got this extension for like a golf ball retriever catches the ball out of the water. They put a flag up on an extension, and now they're selling these flagpoles to universities all over. And the weirdest thing about it, their biggest customer is Amazon. Now, who would ever think that Amazon, so people go to Amazon to buy underwear. They go to Amazon to buy books, they go to Amazon to buy flagpoles. Okay? So this company's made a great success, but they did all the work. One of the coolest things, and first of all, I learned from them, they learned from us. So a couple things that happen, and entrepreneurs want to do everything, all in the same day. Right? I was one of those people. Well, you can't. So you got to figure out, so the engineer, he only sees things in black and white, which is really terrific. So every time we have a meeting, we say, okay, what are you going to do for the next meeting? Well, they make a list of like 20, what are the top 3? And that's what we do. We go back to the next time we have a meeting. Because usually if you have a 20, you never get them done. They say, what are the 3 most important things to do? And these people get them done. Okay. Now I'm going to switch the story to another client. Okay, this is the opposite kind of story. A woman, these are true stories, so I'm dancing. This man is in a dance business. I said, he showed me a couple steps this morning, so I'm into it. so we had 2 women come to the, SCORE has an office in the federal building downtown. So 2 women come in, the daughter's like 20, the mother's like 45, and it was all about the daughter. Why are you here? Oh, because Nancy said they don't loan money at SBA, but she thought I had money in my pocket. She needed $37,000. That's the exact number. Gave an exact number. Oh, why? Why do you need that? Well, The daughter goes to Wayne State. She's been working at a shoe store, and she knows every style. She knows every color, what's happening. She knows the heels. She knows, whatever cool things are, she knows about the shoe business. So I said, well, that's fantastic. That's a really great experience. Why do you need to borrow $37,000? Not 38, not 36, 37. So she says, I don't know. That's exactly what she said. So the mother says, I told her she should stay in school. So I guess the bottom line here is that that's why you're here, okay? Because what SCORE does is a couple things. We have workshops. So if the vet, for example, is like needs some help on financials, we run a financial workshop. If ultimately we want you to get a business plan, okay? And I even said to the vet this morning, because the vet is somebody I met over the phone, she called SCORE and wanted some help. She got me, I don't know a thing about art. But the only tip I said was, whatever is in your head, start writing down, okay? If it's not written down, the story will change. If it's written down, it's like a love letter. You send a love letter to your friend, you should wait 1 day or 2 days before you actually put it in the mail, so you make sure it's really what you wanted to say. And the business plan, at whatever stage you're in, you should start the letter now, and then look at it, and we'll keep looking at it, and the SCORE people can help you modify it. You need to learn 2 languages, English and financial. So in the part of the financial, everybody is including me. But you're not a deal in the numbers, because there's a reality to this whole thing. If the numbers don't make sense, you should keep your wallet in your pocket. That's 100% true. Because the last thing, there's 80 people like in the Detroit office, the last thing we want you to do is bring your wallet out before the plan. When the plan makes sense, bring your wallet out. Otherwise, keep working, save up, get a different plan, go in a different business. But, so I put in the back a workshops list of what we provide. We have one for beginners. Could I, should I go in business? That sort of like sorts stuff out and makes you think, all the way to how to write a business plan, how to set up your website. If somebody's thinking about setting a website up, we have a fantastic SCORE person that can help you with a website. She makes it, I don't want to say easy, but pretty simple. And she gives you a whole, like, here's how to do step 1, step 2, step 3. So really, when you're in business, it's like you're signing up for a lifetime of education. If you think you know it all right now, you should probably just check out right now, because you're really in the wrong place. But if you're here, which is why you're here, you want to learn more stuff. And you can never stop learning when you have a business. So those are the things SCORE does. We do one-on-one coaching. There's an office in the Federal Building. We coach on Thursdays at the Vanguard CDC on East Grand Boulevard, Ferndale Chamber of Commerce, and there's a location in Pontiac. We coach at coffee shops, libraries, your business, and question.
Yes, question. I'm Carol. I founded a nonprofit in 2004 to bring art class back to schools in Detroit.
Okay.
So we're experiencing a little bit of growth. Who's the best person at SCORE we're talking about nonprofits? Who's a good name?
Probably Gwendolyn Esco Davis, but I know, or David Frankel, but you can talk to me after, and we can look you up. And,
Great, thank you.
And you can talk to this person right here who's going to speak in a couple minutes. She knows a lot about art in the schools. And I think that's really what I have to say. The other thing is this resource book, which is on the back table, has a lot of really good information. You don't want to read it all on the first day. Page 42, if you can remember that. Page 42 has all like the websites that you want to be, michigan.gov, and anyway, this is a very, very handy tool, and we're there to help you. You can just go to detroit.score.org, call the number, take my card, whatever, but thanks for coming.